Did you know that these three emerging technologies will revolutionize our lives and the metaverse business revolution and predict the future from data? Table of contents. 1. The metaverse business revolution. 2. AI that simplifies the work of all industries. 3. Predict the future from data. Did you know that these three emerging technologies will revolutionize our lives? We are in the era of digitization, an era that has been distinguished by the accelerated takeoff of new projects reaching the public, but many times it is invisible to us how this transition from the research and development department to people's homes takes place. That is why on this occasion we present you three emerging technologies that will revolutionize our lives. Much of these updates and new ideas arise, take shape, and transform in the realm of code and programming, novel features, interactions, or compatibility. However, with the leverage of advanced technologies such as machine learning and artificial intelligence, we are just laying the foundations for a world of possibilities. 1. The metaverse business revolution. One of the first emerging technologies that will change our lives is the commercial revolution of the metaverse. With the transition to digital environments, multiple sectors and businesses had to adapt. An example of this is retail, where 7 years ago 92.8% of purchases were made in physical stores, while in 2021 practically 1 in 5 transactions in the sector come from online sales. 1. Such changes have also impacted the way products and services are advertised, moving from billboards on highways to banners on web pages or animations in free apps. In the face of the development of more immersive environments, ads are also facing a stage of reinvention, and services such as Microsoft Store ads will give developers the freedom to create campaigns and position their applications more efficiently in the Microsoft Store. Promoting in an integrated way in the App Store lays the foundation to transform advertising in different environments and solutions, adapting to the characteristics of various systems and platforms. This opens the door to reinventing the shopping experience in the metaverse in the future, simplifying the deployment of virtual stores and products that resemble the shopping experience in the real world, but with all the advantages of speed, service, and comfort that digital solutions offer. 2. AI that simplifies the work of all industries. From filling out a form to drawing a concept, artificial intelligence, AI, has been one of the most exciting technologies of recent years. Although we begin to have interaction with this type of solutions in daily life, their scope remains on a basic scale, even learning behavior and relationships with people and organizations. Although a large part of the AI projects that we observe today may not meet the expectations that this technology has earned, the reality is that even at this behind-the-scenes stage, it is estimated that the most basic implementation of automation optimizes between 30 and 40% of the time that would be invested in the activity in a similar way, too. However, we found some budding apps that are beginning to reflect the true impact of AI. GitHub Copilot can generate elementary lines of code, building on the programming of previous apps and sites, to autofill or recommend to developers which instructions to include when programming, allowing them to spend more time on creative or strategic work. In the long term, these types of implementations could automate other tasks, such as the creation or review of legal contracts, the deployment of project plans for engineers or architects, and even the diagnosis of diseases. 3. Predict the future from data. The latest of these emerging technologies is predicting the future from data, since every day we interact with algorithms that recommend what music to listen to, which movies to watch, or which route to take to get home. But for this to work properly, the application needs to draw on background information that can help it define a profile and thus offer a series of options. With thousands of apps, websites, users, and files, sometimes the systems themselves have trouble identifying what information is relevant and what data is related. With the expansion of cloud environments, this situation has become even more complex. It is no longer about searching, organizing, and reviewing files inside a computer. Now the sky is the limit. For this reason, we find more and more solutions aimed at standardizing and identifying information, converting apparently isolated information into structured data that allows decision-making ions intelligently. The capabilities of the Microsoft Intelligent Data Platform are focused on just that, on organizing the chaos of data around us to turn it into key information that makes statistics a business tool. By making this comprehensive transition, not only companies will be able to benefit from this type of resource, but it will also encourage the modeling of predictive solutions for people. In the years to come, we could find ourselves with scheduled routines where your refrigerator automatically sorts your shopping list, without the need for you to be worrying about checking the supplies and going to the store. What do you think? What other emerging technologies would you add to this list? Note, www.thetechytube.com and its policy do not necessarily agree with the views of this blogger.